Welcome back to Lepodcast episode 16. As always, you're here with Hoop, Sainey, and the infamous ZZ Huncho. 2K's been out for about a week now, and I've been roasted by a couple people, including the people up here, that I'm already a 96. I think that's a proud accomplishment. I've been streaming on TikTok, the one-on-one courts. I have a win percentage of I think it's like 70 or 80%. So I
Oh
don't think that's
God.
anything to be shameful of. I mean, we're gonna run once we all get the game on stream, but I cannot wait for Sainey and Z to get the game because we are going to cook.
By the way, might I just add that Sainey and I were talking earlier about us and streaming and things like that. Like the content is just gonna take a complete 360 shift. Because you got to think y'all know us as a trio right now, and we've been doing the podcast for about 2-3 months. So y'all
Wait
know
till
how
we
the
start
trio
yelling at
works,
each
you know?
other.
Not even that. No. Don't let Hoop confuse you and lie to you and misconstrued you. He's not gonna yell. Whenever we play 2K, Hoop
Nah, I don't yell.
literally if you're up by 10 or more on Hoop, you're not gonna hear a peep from him until he cuts it to 4. And then when he cuts it to 4, it might be like the Amish people. Nice try. He'll say something like that, like Tim Duncan level trash talk. Whereas me and Sainey, on the other hand, we don't care. We're going at 2K servers' throats.
I've played video games with Sainey before, and he likes to yell. So, I mean, when we start streaming, because it is going to be a lot of fun. It is a lot of off-season left, a full month before the season gets going. But the dynamic is going to be very interesting. If we're losing, Sainey's going to be like, and I'm just going to be sitting there. Crickets.
No, I actually can't, because here's the thing. I know Hoop is a very calm guy, but I know me and Z, I'm going to tell you from right now, I love you, and I hope you don't take anything to heart when we play 2K, but I can tell you guys right now the amount of time, if Z sells or if I sell, I can just hear it from now, bro. My mic might break. I'm going to be like, Z, grab a rebound, you're 6'10" for no reason.
Yeah, you would see if there was any cracks in our trios, it's gonna start with
me
and Sainey.
We're
gonna be the Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
Literally, but just remember, it's a 2K thing. It's not that deep. Me and Z can say the most. We know at the end of the day, it's not that deep. But it's going to be fun, and man, I'm
2K
excited.
It is life or death though.
It is. No, seriously,
I'm putting the brand on
genuinely,
my back.
there has never been a person I cursed out.
No, that's the thing. You know what's crazy about it? Because I get upset when I do bad in 2K now. You don't see it, but I'm talking because I have Hoopology TikTok as my username. Y'all can add me on PS4. So if I have a bad game and I get lit up by someone, they're going to my TikTok and screaming at me. Now it's nice when I win, and then I come over. It's like, yo, I just got beat up by this guy, but my brand is out there. So if y'all gonna sell, that's gonna be. It's gonna be rough.
Here's my thing, I completely understand where Hoop is coming from. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the brand at the end of the day. My PS user tag is ZZ Huncho as well. So when I play a lot of these talented individuals out there, it's just I'm putting the brand on my back. My reputation. I have a reputation to uphold. Now do I consider myself a 2K god? Yes. And I feel like
Z's nice.
I feel like I'm justified in the fact that I've spent years yelling, screaming, and losing blood cells over this game to the point where now I really play at a chill level. I'm telling you.
No.
I
never chill.
Okay. Listen. The last time I spazzed out over 2K. The last time I spazzed out over 2K, and I'm talking about bad. Hoop, you think you've seen the worst. I broke my friend's TV last semester because I was
using the
2K.
Warriors. I was using the Sacramento Kings. I thought you got pretty upset.
It was
a 7-game series.
I don't want to stay on the 2K stuff for too long because I feel like we're just gonna.
I do.
We will have more time to talk about 2K when we're streaming. So if you want more 2K content, you better start watching our streams. But I will say this, and I will post it for proof if you guys really want to see it. I think I raged the most out of us three. I genuinely have photos of me getting nosebleeds from how mad I get. My nose starts to bleed. Nah, Sainey. If we play comp, bro, like that's life or death. Like I'm in the league, bro.
I don't even know if I want to play with you.
No. Like I'm not gonna yell at you guys. Like I'm so focused and so much blood rushes to my face that I genuinely get nosebleeds.
Hey, I'd rather have that than someone who's not gonna pay attention.
Exactly. No, I take it deep, bro. Like if we're streaming, bro, like I'm on my flight type of stuff, bro. Like I'm yelling. Green. But anyway, let's continue because
dude.
Oops, I just pulled out my notes. Anyway. Let's head into our first segment. Fine or not fine.
That should be my green.
Oh, actually, we didn't even do the headlines.
Dude,
do the headlines.
What are you talking about? Yeah, you almost forgot this was.
Yeah, my bad.
You almost forgot this was called.
Bro, yeah.
Hold on, Z, is that a wine? Is that a wine glass
with water?
It actually is. It is.
This guy's fancy.
Yeah, how classy.
No. Every day Z gets more zesty to me. Every day, it's just a little more zest.
Listen, you call it. It's not zest. You call it zest. I call it Dizzy Huncho bouginess. I feel like I told you guys I've been under the weather. All right, I'm starting to take a Stephen A. Smith approach to my life, where like you have haters, but at the end of the day, if you put something that looks like it's expensive in front of people's faces, they can't really judge you. Like if you hadn't said it was water, they wouldn't have known what was in here. We could have been sponsored by Smirnoff or something, or like one of Rick Ross's chains of alcohols. But it's fun. I'm loving my life right now. I'm loving my life right now.
All right, well, let's get into the headlines.
You got that out the Brita?
I did get it out the Brita. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
That's it. I can't believe you have those lying around in your college dorm.
Okay, first of all, let's not talk about it, all right? Because if my RAs are watching, they're gonna knock on my door. Hey, Kiki. Fine ass. All right, let's go. Next up, what's the next headline?
I gotta collect myself. Hopefully, Kiki's a fan of the podcast. Kiki, but we gotta get into the.
Do you love me? Are you right? That's what I'm thinking right now. I love her. I love Kiki though. That's my homie.
Shout out Kiki.
Kiki Hunter.
But today's lineup, we have the headlines as always, which we got to speed through. But then we got Fine or Not Fine, featuring the man on the hot seat, Robert Sarver. And then $1 Billion Ballers. Steph Curry's rumored to sign with Under Armour soon. There's going to be some $1 billion boys in the NBA. But starting off with the headlines, LaDoodle Bob has arrived.
Yes, sir.
What was it? Bart Simpson that he drew. This is so dry. Like, there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, bro. Guys, I'm sorry.
Bro, I feel like one of those like drama TikTokers
that are just saying
like
anything.
Some middle-aged woman, and she's like, "Tea time. Guess who broke up? Guess who's not talking to each other?
Guess who unfollowed whoever? Guess who unfollowed each other?
Oh my gosh!" But like, we do it ironically, so I don't really care.
But, listen,
headlines are.
We had to do all the headlines. We had to do it because that's our podcast. It's gonna be there every episode. And the only thing in the news about LeBron James right now is about to be mentioned in our next segment. So, like, what else do you guys want us to talk about?
For now,
did y'all ever draw cartoons?
Yeah,
I did actually.
I did too.
Everybody do.
I used to draw Stewie all the time, bro. When I was in like 4th grade.
Were you or would you make comics or you just draw? I'd make comics.
Oh,
I would draw Russell Westbrook.
Bro, I was addicted to those Big Nate books, and I was trying to draw like Big Nate comics.
Oh, those are dope. Those are dope. Yeah, Big Nate and like Captain Underpants, Captain Underpants, and all that stuff.
Fire.
Yeah. No, I would just draw Russell Westbrook, and his face is the hardest face to draw.
So are you being serious right now? So we talked. So I just had this wine glass in my hand, and yet I got called Zesty. Yet you, as a kid, were drawing pictures of Russell Westbrook.
Hey, all right.
At least I didn't.
No, but like
back in the day.
It was because I wanted to like in art class we would like have to like draw like our favorite like celebrity, like or whatever, or like whatever. Hey,
okay.
You know what, Zesty Huncho. Let's continue. Let's go into Fine or Not Fine.
There's one thing we gotta equip Z with in 2K. There's that one animation after you hit a green.
Oh, yeah.
Where they like twerk under the basket. Someone did it to me the other day, and it was nasty.
Oh no! Of course,
that's the Zesty Huncho animation.
Zesty Huncho. Zesty Huncho. But
I
anyway,
will not let y'all turn me into something I'm not.
For the people,
as he takes a sip.
For the people that listen to this podcast for basketball-related info, the basketball stuff is starting now. I know that was just a random 10 minutes. But
2K's related.
Fine or Not Fine, Robert Sarver, who was the Suns and Mercury owner, has been suspended for 1 year for having any role with both organizations and has been fined $10 million after the NBA concluded an investigation around the allegations of racism and misogyny by Sarver in an ESPN article published last November. Players have voiced their opinion on the subject, disagreeing with the punishment given by the NBA. I'm not going to go into detail what he did. If you want to know, go look it up. It's disgusting, honestly. Like, I don't know how an NBA owner is doing that. It's giving Donald Sterling vibes. And
look, who's his point guard?
We're a family-friendly pod, right? Like, we try to keep things light, so I'm not going to go into much detail. But this is going to lead into our first segment. Hoop, if you want to take it away.
Yeah, so people are obviously upset with the suspension because it was only a year long for some nasty stuff. Like, I didn't even want to read it all when I saw what he was doing. But we're going to make a game out of this because, obviously, if you were to look at what Sarver did, you'd expect that he would be probably banned from the NBA. He only got a year. So I'm going to go through other suspensions that have happened in NBA history, and I'm going to list a description. You need to guess how long this player was suspended for based on their actions. I'm going to list it off. Sainey, you give your answer, Z, and then I'll tell you how many games it was or if they were permanently suspended. So starting off, I'm not going to give you names. I'll give you names after, only because I don't want you like remembering in case you remember how long a suspension was for a person.
Oh, you suck.
Yes. All right. How about this? This guy shaved points off a scorecard while playing in college, meaning that even though his team lost, he added some points to the loss, meaning they didn't lose by as much to influence betting outcomes. How long was he suspended for?
Ooh, what division? Like NCAA Div 1?
I think this is Division 1.
I think forever. There's no way he was allowed back.
What do you think, Z?
Yeah, I think indefinitely or whatever.
All right, 1 for 1. This was in 1952. Dude's name was Ralph Beard. Yeah, he was gone from college.
Yeah, there's no and the reason I said like forever is because it had to do with betting. I know like the NBA or the NCAA like they don't mess with.
What's his name? Calvin Ridley in the NFL.
That's the NFL though, and he wasn't betting on himself. He was betting on other teams. That's different.
That's true.
He wasn't. He was just betting on other teams. He wasn't like setting it up for him to win, right? Like when you're purposely.
He sold my fantasy team last year. I can't even lie.
Also, if we were an NFL podcast, Deshaun Watson not getting suspended a season, but Calvin Ridley it's ridiculous. But we're not getting into that. But Hoop, if you want to give your next
sports.
All right. A player entered the stands and grabbed a fan after a drink was thrown at him during an NBA game.
I wonder which one this was.
How long was he suspended for?
0 games, and it was a fine.
Is that your final answer, Sainey?
Yes.
Z.
The rest of the season.
It's the rest of the season. Z, Sainey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Oh my God, I have the thing reversed. I have the thing reversed. I was thinking of the fan throwing the water bottle at Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie got like fined for flipping him off. I thought of it the opposite way. It was my bad.
Well, this is Malice in the Palace.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. My bad. I thought you said it the other way around. My bad.
I don't care. I mean, Z's up 2-1 right now. So
he described
you don't got to apologize to me.
Infamous night in NBA history.
Here's another one. A player threatened, choked, and punched his head coach during team practice after someone criticized his passing, this being the coach. How long was he out for?
Suspended 30 games, and he got a fine.
I'm going to say 25 games.
It's the closest wins, right?
This was Latrell Sprewell, and he was suspended 68 games.
2-2.
Oh, that's so dumb. I could have just upped the ante.
He just choked out his head coach. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's so dumb.
This is Latrell Sprewell. This is in 1997. He threatened, choked, and punched the Warriors head coach PJ Carlesimo.
Okay.
Z's over here like it ain't that deep, bro. It ain't that deep.
Okay. Honestly, like, bro, let's be BFFR. Let's be freaking for real. All right. So, am I not mistaken? Didn't OJ Mayo like get like expelled from the NBA for some weed? And you mean to tell me You mean to tell me that you're shocked that I'm surprised that my man had 60? Like, bro, players beat up each other. Michael Jordan beat
I wonder how old the coach was.
Yeah, bro. Like Isaiah Thomas choked out his coach literally in the middle of a game because he was mad. So like I don't know. I can't tell the difference between weed and knocking somebody out.
2K controller be like?
Literally. I wonder.
You guys want to hear something hilarious?
Here we go. Go ahead.
I keep a broken controller beside me, so I smash the broken controller instead of smashing my good controller. And I kid you not, I'm so sorry this is off topic, but the fans need to hear this. On my mother's life. Yo, boys, I have an issue. Real talk, I have an anger issue. I took my controller outside and beat it with a shovel on my driveway and brought it back in the house. And it's just in half. And my mom comes downstairs, doesn't get mad or anything, just looks at me and goes, "What is wrong with you?"
Bro. Sainey.
And you want to know why? It's because I try to jump and dive.
I'm going to be your trio partner.
I try to jump and dive in Fall Guys, and I missed and I fell off and lost. So I just took I was streaming, and I just leave the stream. And all you hear in the background is just like I'm smashing it.
Bro.
No. But here's the thing. Like, I'm not like that anymore. I've controlled it.
Do you see how his whole face just changed back into he literally went?
No, I can control my emotions. I'm really good at controlling my emotions now.
Sainey, I figured out who you are now, and for the past couple months, I've been trying to figure out. There's something. I knew there was something more to you. You weren't just Canadian. You're also the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, no. I got that Middle Eastern rage in me, bro. I got that Middle Eastern rage.
Let's move on with the game. So it's 2-2 right now?
2-2, yeah. Let's go.
Here's a good one. A player was suspended after testing positive for diuretic. I think that's what
I thought you were going to say diarrhea.
Diarrhea, like, bro.
Diuretic, whatever it's called. It's basically a tablet.
Was it Paul Pierce?
It's a tablet that makes you pee more.
Suspended 35 games. Actually, no. Yeah, suspended 35 games, like the first half of the season.
Okay.
Just about.
Z?
Suspended 30 games, just about.
25.
Oh! You were lucky. It was DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, I remember
2019.
that. I remember that.
Why would you, what does that have to do with performance? Is that just...
Why do you check on Adam Silver?
Gotta pee more.
Maybe to clean out his kidneys.
Confuses me.
That's very true.
Like maybe it's like he's taking too many supplements or something, so he wants to I'm not a doctor. That might make no sense. I'm just.
Here's another one. A player tested positive for pralmorelin. It's a growth hormone.
Oh, Isaiah Thomas? No, joking.
Oh wow.
That was so uncalled for. Isaiah, I'm sorry.
Nasty.
Isaiah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That was nasty.
Hey, I'm the same height as you, bro. I'm not even making fun of you.
I gotta learn how to pronounce these before I do the next segment. This is awful.
It's okay.
Yeah, you said hormone.
A growth hormone? Okay, that's more serious, so I'm gonna say 40 games.
45.
25.
Yeah! That's what you get. 3-3.
It's 3-3. This is game 7. Let's go.
Alright, so this should be the last one, right?
Yeah. I'm
trying to look for some that aren't just banned substances.
Come on, just give us some Breaking Bad. Give us some Breaking Bad, druggy. I need something that's, good.
Here's one. A player elbowed another player during an NBA game in the head.
I think...
Yeah, we all know what this is. Z, why don't you go first? Z, go first. I went first every other round. It's your turn.
I'm going to say 40 games.
40 games? I'm going to say 39 games.
That's cheat, but it was 7.
I win.
It was Meta World Peace when he gave
James Harden.
The thing is, I remember that suspension too, so that's why I knew to just go lower than what Z said, just to make him mad.
My God.
And we can say the game is over right now, but I just want to give you one more because I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
A player was suspended after pleading guilty to a felony charge of criminal recklessness for firing a gun outside of a strip club.
Oh, this was a season. Suspended for a season.
How many games are in a season? 82. So I'm going to go 81.
It was 7 games. Steven Jackson.
A gun? You shoot a gun and you get a week off?
It says in 2007, Steven Jackson had an altercation in October.
So I can be in the NBA and shoot at somebody, and I'm missing a weekend, or I'm missing a week. Like what? All right, well that was fun. Those are some funny finds.
One more, just because I'm just seeing this here. A player shoved another player after a hard foul during an NBA game, leading to a large brawl between players and fans. Bonus points if you guess the player.
3 games, and it was Rajon Rondo pushing Chris Paul. No, wait, fans weren't involved in that.
Fans were involved.
It's not Malice in the Palace.
It ain't Malice in the Palace part 2. That was just Isaiah going at LeBron's life.
I thought it was. I'm thinking Rajon
Rondo. Guess the games then. Guess the games.
12.
12? That's 3. 3. It's not that big of a deal. It was
6.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal.
It was Malice in the Palace with Ben Wallace. We went over Ron Artest before.
I just didn't think it was Malice in the Palace because we already went with Malice in the Palace. But I guess there was so many suspensions that it
that was a cheap move.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Nah, I'm telling you, Z, have you noticed like more and more? Have you noticed more and more that Hoop is actually a bot?
Oh God, bro! You're the Kawhi Leonard of this trio.
Explain, please.
I'm just trolling.
No, I want to hear it,
bro. Hoop has been so offended since
Can you define what a bot is?
Somebody named Hoopology.
Somebody named Hoopology. Yes, bro. Like.
Nah, I'm just playing.
No, I want to hear it though.
Like a bot what to me is somebody who's like no emotion like and does literally just does like the bait, like for example for like 2K, like 1 week in you're a 96. That is bot activity. All you have done is play 2K in the last week. That is some programmed activity right there.
Bro literally broke up with me on PS4 for real. Like, he literally was like once he got the game, he was like, "Hey Z, I'm gonna let you know, like I'm not playing after tonight. Like I'm gonna transfer over." I was like, "Bro, like what? Like you mean to tell me you gonna just uninstall 2K20?"
Nah, Z, I'm telling you right now, I'm in bed at like 12 a.m., 1 a.m., and I just see Hoop is live playing once.
I was cooking.
I respect the grind though.
I do too, bro.
Z is actually, or Hoop is gonna carry the hell out of us when we get on 2K.
I hope so.
Well, that's not possible because, like, when you're playing threes, there's a lot of doubling. So,
were we doubling in open gym, bro? Come on, man.
Yeah, if I have the Devin Booker edition, nobody's doubling me. But
facts, bro.
But like, if y'all are both gonna be shooters, it's gonna be cold.
Oh, it'll be fire. It's gonna be fire. Z, especially as a rebounding shooter, ooh, it's gonna be different.
It's rap,
but we should move into the next segment. So if you guys haven't heard already, Steph Curry is in the final stages. Probably by the time we upload this episode or a couple days after, he's going to finalize his agreement with Under Armour. A lifelong deal worth $1 billion+, similar to LeBron James's deal with Nike. Steph obviously made Under Armour relevant in the basketball community. They were literally nothing before Steph, so it makes sense that he's getting that big money. But the reason we're bringing that up, we're not really going to discuss Steph's impact with Under Armour. It's kind of obvious that he deserves it. I want to ask you guys, who, in your opinion, is the next NBA player to receive a $1 billion life contract, or just $1 billion? Like, you never know. There might be a guy that gets $1 billion contract without giving up his soul, with a brand, like a shoe deal. And I will give you guys this as a little bit.
Oh, it has to be with a shoe deal?
Well, yeah. What are you gonna sign a $1 billion deal with Life Water? Like what?
No, I want to show my opinions.
Okay, I guess $1 billion. Okay, fine. $1 billion deal with a brand. It's just usually it's a shoe. Like, when has it not been a shoe deal?
I thought we were just saying once their net worth gets over $1 billion.
Oh no, I'm saying $1 billion shoe deal. Like, that's how you know they took over the shoe game.
Geez.
That's what I was talking about. $1 billion net worth is different. That's easier to get than $1 billion shoe deal. Okay. Both are incredibly hard though. So let's. Keep
I
it
would
to
like
the
to
deal.
go over that.
We'll do both. Fine, but let's do the shoe deal first. And I'm going to give you guys this as a little bit of a reference. I know your first instinct might think of a guy like Giannis or Luka, but you guys have to remember Giannis and Luka are with brands that are already established and have big names in it. So, for example, Giannis is with Nike, and Nike already has LeBron James as a $1 billion lifelong contract. And remember, guys like Kevin Durant, who have like 20 shoes with Nike, didn't get a $1 billion deal. Kobe Bryant never got a $1 billion deal. And Luka's with Jordan brand. I don't think anybody with Jordan has ever got a $1 billion deal yet. Steph got it with Under Armour because he changed Under Armour. LeBron got it with Nike because, do I really need to explain that? So who, in your opinion, is the next player or most likely to get $1 billion deal? Either one of you can start.
If we're talking $1 billion, I mean, I think Luka's not a very fashionable guy, even though he's super influential. I think for him to get $1 billion, it would have to be because of his influence overseas. They would have to immerse basketball so much more. He needs to be a European sensation because in America, no one's going to rock Luka shoes. Because let's be honest, there's such a big impact on the culture. I don't see people walking around in Lukas. Now, my best guess would actually be LaMelo Ball with Puma.
That's literally my choice.
Fashionable guy.
That was my choice.
Everyone loves the Rick and Morty shoes. I think he's, definitely in that Russell Westbrook like fashion type, right. But he's still cool. And if he's good for a while, which I think he will be, he's just like a cool person. And people want to rock his shoes. Now, so I go LaMelo.
I love how you brought that up, and I was gonna say LaMelo, and I think the only thing holding back LaMelo from getting $1 billion deal with Puma is his potential to tap into becoming a superstar or the face of the league. If LaMelo can have the same impact as a guy like Steph Curry did, and he's signed with Puma, and we all know Puma is up and coming in the basketball community. They don't have a set name for their brand right now. Puma was nothing before Jay-Z took it over and started signing guys like DeAndre Ayton, some random names, right? They're trying to make a comeback, and LaMelo Ball has had incredible success with his first shoe. Who's the last guy to have incredible success with their first shoe with a low-key brand? Steph Curry, with his Curry Ones and the Under Armours. I remember the Curry One took over the game, and everybody was walking the LaMelo Ones, especially in an era where I feel like basketball shoes aren't as popular as they were when we were growing up, and that makes me feel
well, because you know what it is, kids don't walk around in hoop shoes anymore. I
used to walk around in Hyperdunks, bro. I used to be rocking Hyperdunk 2013s going to school, bro. Like kids don't do that anymore because they want to be
That's
cool.
That's crazy. I remember walking into 6th grade with the new Melo M8s.
Yeah, bro. Still, I do agree. I think it's gonna be LaMelo just because the fact that he already has being the face of a low-key brand that's still very profitable. Puma's huge in soccer. Like, they're a multi-billion-dollar brand. Not big in basketball yet, but they can be, especially with the success they've had with the LaMelo shoes. He's a fashionable guy. He has a great influence on the young community. He just needs to tap into becoming a superstar and becoming the face of the league. That's the only thing holding him back.
Y'all are pulling the safe and the young answer, but there's an old reliable answer that I think that nobody's talking about, and that's the greatest and most talented bot in NBA history, Kawhi Leonard, bro.
You're tripping.
My man,
who's wearing Kawhi Leonard shoes, dog?
No. He's too old already to do that.
Kawhi Leonard has done for New Balances and middle-aged men, I think needs to go and be put into the spotlight.
Not because, $1 billion,
let's face it, Kawhi Leonard.
He didn't invent those dad shoes. That was all New Balance.
We don't know how much money Kawhi is really making. Kawhi probably is a billionaire right now and just not telling nobody. Unless Uncle Dennis told him to tell somebody or something like that. That's just what it is. Okay, don't sit here and try to downplay Kawhi's impact for something like New Balances. And by the way, New Balances, in my opinion, have always been underrated. I mean, in terms of a fashion choice, they're like right there with like Vans and Converses for girls, which Converses for girls are like any other shoe for guys.
I rock Converses. I got the come to Garcon Converses. Those are crazy.
The basket New Balances in terms of shoes, the off-court stuff is the stuff that's popping.
Yeah,
I would argue that Jack Harlow, because he's with New Balance, right?
Does a better thing.
He's low-key.
He's a bigger impact with New Balance than Kawhi. I genuinely haven't seen anybody. Okay, you know what, Z? Do you even know what the New Balance Kawhi shoes are called?
New Balance Kawhi 2s?
No, they're the Claws. They're called the Claws. You don't even know the name of the shoe. So how are you going to tell me that he has a big impact on New Balance? You don't even know the name of the shoe.
Hey, I'm just looking right now I wanted to say the first price that I had right here because I looked up the newest New Balances that I could see. And I looked up on StockX and they were selling for $49 and I was a little confused. But then I looked to the right and I see some Dick's Sporting Goods right here. And I see some good old New Balance Kawhi 2s basketball shoes for $160. And I'm just sitting here like, damn, we're 3 years removed from Kawhi's last championship and finals MVP. And the fact that we all know Kawhi Leonard is the spokesman for, saving bread in the NBA. So I don't really care. I'm not going to be surprised when in 2 years we're going to refresh our Instagram pages and see that Kawhi Leonard's a billionaire. And when that day comes, I'm going to come back on the podcast and tell you two to stop disrespecting greatness.
Kawhi is not a profitable guy, bro. He's not a...
He can be a billionaire.
From businesses, yeah. From being... He's going to be a billionaire from, like, silent investments. He's not going to be a billionaire from a shoe deal. Like, bro, if I had $160, if I have $160... and I have the choice between Kawhi's or a pair of PGs or a pair of Kyrie's.
I'd buy 2 pairs of Crocs.
Yeah, like I'm buying a pair of PGs over Kawhi's. I'm buying a pair of Kyrie's over Kawhi's. I would take the Donovan Mitchell Adidas shoes over Kawhi. Those are dope.
Those are fire.
Those are dope.
They are.
There are so many better shoe options than the Kawhi Claw.
Hey, I don't give a damn about how many options are better. We're talking about who's going to become a billionaire. So I won't be surprised when Kawhi is signing a $1 billion New Balance deal.
I don't think he ever will.
Because his name is Kawhi Leonard.
That's the reason he won't sign a $1 billion deal, because his name is Kawhi Leonard. Bro, he doesn't have social media. The fact that he doesn't have social media, where is he gonna advertise the shoe? How did
they gonna advertise?
Wait. No. That's a side point. That's a side point I gotta bring up. How the hell is Kawhi Leonard advertising a shoe? Where is he posting it? MSN? Like, how are people knowing that Kawhi is dropping a shoe?
He's going door to door.
Who is telling them? Because not that many people follow New Balance on compared to like what an NBA player would have on their social media page. Like, New Balance is not reaching all of Kawhi's audience, right? So where is Kawhi advertising these shoes?
Sainey, I just told you.
Is he like is he like signing fans' autographs? Is he like signing a fan's autograph and being like, "Yo, I just dropped that new colorway, by the way, if you want to grab it." Like, as he's signing a sign, like who is he telling about his New Balance shoes? How are we finding this information out?
Kawhi Leonard is the poster child for middle-aged men who drive Toyotas. Now listen. You can sit here and refute me all you want about the social media aspect. I'm talking about the middle-aged aspect of this nation, and that is Kawhi Leonard and his New Balances, his 2 championships, and his 2 Finals MVPs, and his tight-ass braids. That there.
The thing is with middle-aged men, they're not gonna buy Kawhi shoes every time. They'll buy 1 pair and that's it. The younger generation are the people that are gonna buy every shoe that drops. Middle-aged men will buy 1 pair of New Balances, and you know this is true, Z, because they'll have a pair of New Balances that were originally white, and they will be the grayest, dirtiest shoe by the end of their run. Like, they will wear those out till they rip. So that means you're buying a New Balance shoe on average once every 5-10 years, okay? You're telling me you genuinely think Kawhi can sell enough New Balance shoes that he'll become a billionaire or get a billionaire deal?
I'm gonna tell you this.
Yo, hold up. Let me just say the poster child for middle-aged men that drives Toyotas is Brett Favre with Wrangler.
Brett Favre?
Kawhi Leonard, even though he's
Brett
with
Favre
New Balance,
is like 50.
Exactly. What age group are you talking about? There's no 40 or 50-year-old men raving over Kawhi Leonard's shoes.
Between the ages of 30 and 45.
There's no 40 or 50-year-old men raving over Kawhi in general.
There's no poster child.
There's 40 and 45-year-old men watching Lepodcast right now. What do you mean? You mean to tell me that we got
shout out.
You mean to tell me we got Manscaped referrals coming in from 40 to 45-year-old men watching 3 20-year-olds, a Canadian, a New Yorker, and a Virginian, and you mean to tell me that those same people ain't rooting for Kawhi? What the hell have we got that Kawhi don't have? I want Kawhi's money.
A social media page. How does the Lepodcast have more followers than Kawhi Leonard? How does the podcast have more followers than Kawhi Leonard? How does the podcast have more followers than Kawhi Leonard? Tell me right now.
He did produce a whole album. This man is getting banked, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, he has getting banked on the side, but not with New Balance,
I didn't know about it if y'all didn't tell me.
Hey, what do you mean if they didn't? Somebody's got to tell you. I found out from Instagram.
No, I found
exactly.
out off,
Somebody's got to tell you. Who the hell is telling you about Kawhi's shoe? It's not him.
Kawhi Leonard has 108,000 followers on Instagram, which honestly,
that's not his Instagram. That's a fan page. That's a fan page. That's not him.
Trending on Twitter.
Okay. You know what? I retract my statement.
Thank you.
Yeah, Z, like think about it this way, and this really puts it into perspective.
No, I understand the perspective. Yes.
Like
with New Balance.
I'm not wearing his shoes. I'm just talking about wearing his shoes. Don't get me straight. Kawhi, if you're watching this, book me as your manager or something. I'm not wearing your shoes, but book me as your manager. I'll be there and I'll give some shoes to the youth.
I'll tell people to buy your shoes.
Chicago and just drop them.
Use code Lepodcast for a free pair of socks with a pair of Kawhi shoes.
Oh, Z, you're my business partner? Yeah. You want some shoes? Nah, I'm good.
Nah. I can't be rocking those, bro. I gotta be rocking the new LaMelos.
If Kawhi handed me a pair of Kawhis, I would hand them right back. That's just what it is.
Nah, that's just rude, bro. No. But Z, genuinely, I thought you were gonna say a guy like Jason Tatum, like a big name. This guy said Kawhi Leonard, and it's not even like Kawhi's like a young superstar. Like, we're at peak Kawhi right now. Like, it's only downhill from here.
Can we get into the part 2 of this question?
Oh, who do you think is going to be a billionaire?
Billionaire.
Yeah, I know you really want to say who's going to be a billionaire.
Yeah,
next.
so I have some like crazy information to share with you, but I mean some other safe choices I think for becoming a billionaire. You could talk about the very educated guys like Jaylen Brown, who like just very smart athletes. Because I think Junior Bridgman is the third highest net worth for an NBA player of all time, and he got like all of his money outside the NBA.
Yeah, isn't that the guy that invested in Wendy's?
It might be.
Yeah, he invested in Wendy's, and he's like so rich right now.
But there's definitely some NBA players that could do that.
And also Jason Tatum.
Westbrook.
Jason Tatum doesn't spend. Quick fact: Jason Tatum doesn't spend any of his salary money. He only spends his endorsement money on his every dollar.
Guys,
every dollar Jason Tatum is making from his max contract is not being spent. At least awesome. maybe he changed it, but that's what he's said before. He says he's never spent a dollar from his NBA contract money. He only spends money from his endorsements.
That's crazy. Well, I think another safe bet would be someone like Russ, who can make an impact in the fashion industry.
Yeah, he already is.
Or someone that's going to be a face for a while.
Honor the gift.
Draymond Green is going to be a face for a while. I'm trying to think of guys like Shaq, because Shaq is in every endorsement deal possible. And guys that are going to make
is Shaq a billionaire? Is Shaq a billionaire?
There's no way he is.
There's no way he's not.
I've never seen anything about it, but bro, he is he has 300 plus restaurant chain locations in America or something. Yeah. He owns a lot.
What? This says as of September 2022, Shaquille O'Neal's net worth is roughly $400 million, making him what? There's no way he owns every McDonald's.
I guess that makes sense because he didn't make a lot of money in his career. I don't think. I think he had a few big contracts with the Lakers, but that's about it.
Okay, but probably.
The one thing that I want to talk about is Quinn Cook. Is he
the GOAT?
It says on here, in multiple websites, if you just look up Quinn Cook net worth, it says he's over 500 million.
The Warriors player, the ex Warriors player.
Wait, the current Kings G League player has a net worth of 560 million. Is there something about him that I'm forgetting?
Maybe he invested in crypto or something during that bull run. Because I know Spencer Dinwiddie was doing that stuff. Spencer Dinwiddie's net worth is pretty high too, I think. That is
what
weird.
The heck did he do?
500 million. Yeah.
The explanation doesn't even really justify it. It says as a result of his stellar college basketball career.
That's what I'm saying.
Cook is one of the NBA's largest players.
He was cold. He could hoop.
He could hoop.
Bruh, it says Cook is one of the NBA's largest players. Am I missing something? Am I really missing something?
Guys, I think the guy who wrote the article is an idiot, because listen to this. Quinn Cook, I'm reading that same thing. Quinn Cook.
I'm wondering, there should have been one guy on Wikipedia that just made fake news and everyone took it from Wikipedia.
Because listen, I think they misread it. Because listen to this. In the one sentence, it goes, Quinn Cook estimated net worth is around 500 million. And the next, I swear to God, the next sentence, how much money does Quinn Cook have in his bank account? Quinn Cook's net worth is estimated to be $500,000. I think they just added 3 zeros by accident. And even then, that doesn't make sense. So how does he only have $500K? He makes $4 million a year.
$500 million is $100 million more than Shaq, and I just can't get behind that for some reason.
No, that doesn't make sense, though, bro. It says his net worth in 2017 was $320 million. He wasn't even.
Quinn Cook is an American professional basketball player who has a net worth of $500 million. He plays for the NBA's G League Stockton Kings, and he was among one of the highest-rated basketball prospects in the class of 2011. This is what
Quinn Cook has got to be an undercover mafia leader or something, and we just don't know.
It says his salary is just over $3 million. Where did the 500 come from?
I'm on Reddit. There's a Reddit thing about it. I want to read it. I want to see this. Yeah, apparently it's.
I've been trying to read it. I can't find anything.
Apparently it's just a BS unsourced figure on the internet.
All right, kids.
Why are all
these? You see on the internet.
Because one person. It's the same thing with Ballsack Sports. They just read it and took it too deep.
Whoever, pause, irony, we're just going to skip over what he just said. No.
There's an 11-minute video explaining how his net worth is over 500 million.
I don't. That's something I'm going to figure out after the episode. Shadow Quinn Cook. Quinn Cook is 100 times worth more than me. I'm not hating on him. You're a millionaire.
Following on and off the court.
But 500 million is that's a lot of money. That's $100 million more than Shaq
Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard it here first. For the first time ever on Lepodcast, there was a pause that was brought up but not addressed. You see, Sainey just said.
No, you didn't address one of mine before.
Okay, well, Sainey's was probably a little bit more aggressive. He literally just said, "I can't believe that they got information from Ballsack Sports and they just took it too deep." That's what he just said.
Oh.
And I said pause, and I'm like,
that's something you could have left as an Easter egg for the viewers. You don't gotta bring it up like that.
No.
Yes.
No. I called pause on Andrew earlier. What are you talking about? I don't care. That's our thing. That's our
You guys
thing.
will find out who Andrew, it's Alex.
Moving forward.
Andrew.
Next up.
No. Just in case Alex is listening. Alex, we worked with another guy named Andrew, and Z constantly mixes you guys up. Don't.
And I actually had his last name in my head. I can't say.
Can I say one more thing on this Quinn Cook stuff? I'm starting to think it is Cat because there's one article that says, being a top-notch NBA player, Quinn Cook is making a massive figure from the NBA. Top-notch NBA player, Quinn Cook.
It also called him
he's
one
a
of the
bucket.
biggest ones.
He's a bucket.
It says Cook is one of the NBA's
it's
largest
like they bring an NBA player into a Nickelodeon show. It's like NBA star Tyreek Evans.
Speaking of which, do y'all remember when Dwight Howard was on Sweet Life on Deck and he played Mr. Rose?
Kevin Love got on a show. No, Chris Bosh was on Jesse. You guys remember that?
Chris Bosh was,
and he played bad because he didn't have his socks or something. His stinky socks.
Oh my God! Bro.
Wow, I don't know.
I love Disney Channel.
Z, you have like 10 minutes left. We do have time for a Q&A, or do you want me? My secret segment, Loki's gonna take is it like a 5-10 minute thing? So you want me to just?
Take it. Yeah, take it.
All right. Well, Sainey's secret segment. Oh, boys, like,
choo choo.
I love choo choo. Everybody come aboard, choo choo. Anyway, listen, boys, this is probably the funniest secret segment I have. And I've really wanted to ask you guys about this.
Better live up to it.
No, it's going to be hilarious. Like, it's going to be 10 minutes of just laughing. And I know Z, Hoop, I trust you. Z is about to say the most out-of-pocket things right now. I'm not going to explain who this person is to the viewers. If you want to look it up, by all means, go ahead. Lana Rhodes has a child. And it is basically confirmed that it's with a Brooklyn Nets player. Now, that player is either Blake Griffin or Kevin Durant. If you want to know why, there's a whole video digging into it. Apparently, it's either Blake Griffin or Kevin Durant's child.
Uh-oh.
And there's a lot of, like, she has a lot of podcasts, like, slipping up. Like, she said, like, she was on a date with a Nets player, and he's a Libra, and then 9 months later, a baby pops out. And
what do you mean a Libra?
Like his astrology sign or whatever. I'm not really into astronomy.
That's how you... Wait, what?
And apparently the only Libra on the Nets team at the time was Kevin Durant.
No. Oh, what? She was giving a hint.
She was she was just like,
she was addressing a person.
No. She was like, because she didn't want to release his name. She didn't want to release his name. And the baby daddy is kept secret right now because he's a celebrity, and they don't want to say his name. And it's literally like confirmed that it's a Nets player basically. If you go look into it,
see if he can hoop.
And yeah.
We're gonna see if he comes out 6'11".
So what do we think? So what do we think, guys? Do we think it's Kevin Durant's child or Blake Griffin's child?
All that drama stuff, but
it's not. It's just like it is NBA related. It's the podcast.
I think Blake Griffin is historically more in entanglements.
No, I think it's Kevin Durant. That's the thing, because she said it was a Libra on the Nets team, and at the time Kevin Durant was the only Libra on the Nets team. Because I don't think.
I'm not gonna lie. Like
Are you sure she didn't say ginger?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know the full story. I'm not going to give out false information. I'm just going to say there's a thing going around.
I don't want to get weird, but I mean, Blake Griffin is obviously more attractive than Kevin Durant.
But Kevin Durant is also 7 foot, and he's a millionaire, and I'm sure any girl would fly out to see him. Like, let's be honest.
Kevin Durant's also, like, 10
He only cares about hooping.
Like, bro.
So he'd rather be in the gym.
I can't see it, you know? I feel like Katie could not designate, like, that much time away from just, putting up shots in the gym to,
But Blake Griffin has. But here's the thing: Blake Griffin has had kids with like another girl, and but Blake Griffin has had kids with another girl, and he pays like child support. Like that's something that's known, right?
Stuff.
Why is it secretive? Why are they keeping it a secret?
I don't care.
Right?
I don't think it's Katie,
you know what I mean? Like, no. If you really think about it,
I'm not trying to get in other people's business.
Yeah, here's the thing. All I'm gonna say is this,
bro. They're like, it's the NBA, and it's all over the place. We're not getting in their business. It's just like.
Okay.
What else are we gonna talk about?
For sure. Like I love Katie. I love
Quinn Cook's net worth.
I love Katie. I love BG. But like I physically can't imagine like Kevin Durant has a hezzy pull up, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure he has a hezzy pull out too. I'm just saying. Like if he's that guy, I just think that if I'm KD, I don't want.
I kind of hope it's. I hope it's Kevin Durant's kid because the baby was a male, and hopefully he lives up to Kevin Durant's genes, and we see Kevin Durant Jr. in the league. That would be.
If it is KD's kid,
because Kevin Durant does not have a prodigy yet, and I feel like Kevin Durant's prodigy would be like lethal.
If it is KD's kid, I want Russ to have another kid, so then that kid can dunk on Kevin Durant's kid.
Well, Noah's already Westbrook's kid's already looking like a beast.
No, I can't put Noah and Kevin Durant's alleged newborn baby in the same room together. Because you all saw Noah when he was first born.
Yeah, he looked like he dunked on. Yeah, he's literally standing there like that. It's such a funny picture.
That was the first baby. That was the first like baby buffed up picture I've ever seen in my life.
It was the most Russell Westbrook baby I've ever seen in my life. It literally
you guys
looks
see
like
that Squidward meme after he's done breaking down the tent and he's like this.
Yeah,
that's what that reminds me.
It literally looked like that baby. Like not even for the meme. It literally looked like the baby just looked. It looked like when Westbrook dunks on someone.
Literally,
like everything was flexed. I didn't even know babies could flex muscles.
That was he did not look happy at all.
It's that bougie baby formula.
I feel like we're gonna find out the baby daddy soon.
I mean,
I don't know. If y'all want to let me know, that's cool.
What if it is Blake Griffin? What if all this time Blake Griffin's like secretly sitting back and just rubbing his hands together and waiting for everybody universally everybody to think that it's Kevin Durant, so he can just sit back. And then when they finally get that first picture,
oh my god!
It could also be not. It could also be neither of them. Like it could just be a coincidence that they were at the same time. But like apparently, like I haven't watched the like I've seen like a bunch of videos going deep into it, and like a lot of podcasts have talked about it, and a lot of podcasts with Lana Rhoades on it talking about it, and she's like
Ish Smith
slipped up a little. Imagine you find out it's Ish Smith's baby.
The ultimate journeyman.
Nah, bro.
The ultimate journeyman.
I'm rooting for who I've been thinking it is all along, bro. My main man, Bruce Brown. I feel like my man Bruce, has been going stupid for the Brooklyn Nets the past couple of seasons.
He's on Denver, bro.
Like
he's on Denver now.
I just wait, but you said back then. Though.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he just signed to Denver.
So like is.
Let's not bring up other players because they might be married and stuff or like committed, and we're just like, we don't know if these. Yeah, let's not.
KD might be committed too.
No, we know he's not. No. KD committed to the game. KD's committed to the game. What else do you want us to talk about, Hoop? It's September 15th. It's September 15th.
What's the team, Mike?
Hey, I wanted to talk about who's a superstar, who's not.
We're gonna do that, but that's a
killer next episode.
Yeah, we need to all study for that one. That's gonna be a crazy episode. But this episode was just to show you guys that we're still alive. We're still here. I know we haven't made an episode in 8-9 days.
But I'm alive.
Exactly. Just so you guys know, we haven't been doing nothing. There's a lot of stuff in the background. October, things are going to change completely in a good way. What you see right now is going to be completely different. That's all I'm going to say. We're not going to go too much into details.
I just want to say that it's been great. It's been fun for me. ZZ Huncho, as he's hinting towards, I might be announcing my retirement from the game. Who knows?
Z is not retiring.
Hey, I'm not retiring.
You better not.
What?
All right, well, we're kind of stretching out the episode now. That's enough. There's no more NBA stuff to talk about. If you made it this far, you're a trooper, and you better be watching our 2K streams, probably starting next week. This was a pretty funny episode. I'm not gonna say it was one of our best because it wasn't. We didn't talk about it.
It wasn't.
We rarely talked about it. But hey, sometimes this is a way for you guys to just get
for 20 minutes.
Yeah, but you know what? This is a way for you guys to get to know us a little more and get closer to us. We don't just only talk about basketball. We talk about Kawhi's shoe and Lana Rhoades.
I gotta stand.
This is a great way to.
Kawhi's shoe and Lana Rhoades.
All right, well, everybody have a great day. This was a cool episode, I guess. We'll see you episode 17. Peace.